I want to thank the Brick House for allowing us to do this tonight. I want to thank personally my team, great individuals. Sean, Eddie over there. Obviously, Danny, you met Linda, and my beautiful wife, Jessica. I wouldn't be here, obviously, because of people like you guys, right? Who has, just challenged me to be a better me every time. And collectively, come up with, we're trying to tackle solutions for our communities at the least level, at the local level, and whatnot. But these are individuals that I truly want to thank because they challenged me not only, so what I'm trying to say is, I don't like people, I don't like yes people around me, right? Because if not, I'm never gonna grow. And these guys, man, they have me on check, always. And I appreciate that. I want to thank you guys. So for you guys that don't know me, I'm Marco Padilla. I was raised in Laredo, Texas. I joined the Navy in 2008. Did 8 years of naval service. Since back then, I remember I wanted to be stationed in Bremerton because that was all I knew. The only naval station that I knew was in the Pacific Northwest. The big Navy said, no, thank you, you're going to Virginia. So I went to Virginia for 5 years. After that, I got ordered to San Antonio. I tried again to come back to the Pacific Northwest, and no, San Antonio, which was great. It was an awesome experience. I was back in Texas, where I was originally from. I met Jeff Norman, who's still active duty and is here now supporting, and thank you for that, Jeff. But anyway, so I just had a calling for the Pacific Northwest. The beauty, just the water and the environmental and just the community that it is over here that I didn't know back then. But once I got here, like you were saying, I got here on my own after I was a veteran, and I literally came to Bremerton with 2 bags on my hand. I flew on a Sunday and started working on a Monday. Jessica, my wife, she was still working in Texas, so we still had to leave. And so she couldn't move yet, right? So I was here for 2-3 months by myself. And I noticed something really cool for me. Growing up in the South, you have your typical, very warm, embracing culture. But that's something that I found here in Bremerton, in the peninsula, that I didn't know I was gonna get. And like Danny said, our interaction was, we just clicked. And from there, with Eddie and then Sean and Mike, everyone started coming together with the same purpose of making our community better. Of course. And so now, with the opportunity of actually representing your voice and making a difference, stopping that divisive climate that I am tired of. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of. I could be in Texas, I could be in Virginia, anywhere. It's the same thing. And I'm not going to stand for that anymore. As someone that wants to do and build roots here and have a family here, I'm going to step up, and I'm not just going to complain. I'm going to step up, and I'm going to be a part of something with you guys' support. And today, I'm proudly announcing my candidacy for State Representative 2 for the 26th Legislative District in Washington. Thank you. So today we stand here. And we say loudly and clearly to Olympia, enough is enough. We will not be divided, and we will be represented. Now is not the time to think small. Now is not the time for your typical establishment ideas and mentality. Now is the time to stand up as a community and embrace our future in our peninsula. So as our society is ever changing, with your support and the support of everyone in our district, today we begin a political revolution to transform our district socially, politically, and economically. So let me talk about a couple of points about some issues on hand, on how we're going to do that. So today we live in the richest, most powerful country in the world. Yet our healthcare system ranks 37th according to the World Health Organization. In addition, more than 700 individuals a year go bankrupt because of medical expenses in the United States. And if our government keeps allowing that, I mean, that's just unacceptable. That's just inhumane. And I'm not going to stand for that. So as a veteran, and as someone who gets health care through the VA, I'm not going to stand for that. I believe that in the state of Washington, we can find a solution to protecting those who are underrepresented, those who are underprivileged, and are in need of medical care. I believe medical care should be a public service, just like the fire department or the public library. But I also believe that together we can find a middle ground where private care is still available for those who want to pay it and can afford it, sure. But at the same time, we can provide a safety net for the rest of Washingtonians that cannot. So, as a Navy veteran, and an activist, and someone who serves in the Veterans Advisory Board, I've seen the issues of our indigent veterans here in our community. And I know that, we're trying to make something of it, but we still need a lot more to be, there's still a lot more to be done. And so, I know I can make a difference in Olympia. I know I can make a difference in Olympia for our brothers and our sisters that for whatever reason, they have not been able to land on their feet. The number of homeless veterans in the state of Washington is roughly around 1,500. 1,500, that's 1,500 too many. There has been an increase of 15% since 2015. So that is quite simply unacceptable. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but these guys, brothers and sisters, they sign up, they literally sign their name, to serve and protect our Constitution, and yet we have nothing for them when they come out. Or at least there's some attempts, but there's not enough. So, I believe that we must provide our veterans the tools necessary to be successful in their reintegration process. It takes us about roughly 3 months to integrate, fully into that military mentality, so we can be successful in our active service. So why not offer a boot camp style when we get out? A 3-month program, some type of program where we truly take care of these veterans as they're transitioning out into our community. In addition, we must truly invest in our veterans so that they can be great addition to our communities in the state of Washington. I do believe that. We must offer incentives for retention in our district by providing initiatives that truly cater to their needs. I personally want free education in the state of Washington for veterans, free business registrations, just to begin with. Our district is one of the biggest contributors of veterans in the state of Washington. So it is our duty in this district, to be proactive in our approach in assisting veterans and their families, rather than that reactive approach that we're having now. This is not acceptable. Something that I realized personally when I started moving around in the peninsula, started, that entrepreneur spirit that Jessica and I have, and investing in our peninsula and things like that, we realized that there is right now a perfect economic opportunity, an economic growth opportunity for our peninsula. And So we need to start investing in our infrastructure, public transportation, schools in our community so that we can attract environmentally sustainable industries to our peninsula. I believe that by attracting different industries, we'll be able to provide competitive salaries that will benefit you and your families. And because that's what's going to happen. I mean, we're going to have more options. People are going to be fighting over you as an employee. They want to have you. If you're good, you have good quality, they want to have you. So people are going to want to provide those incentives to retain you or to take you to the company. So I want to bring that. I want to fight for that. I want to fight for those type of opportunities for individuals here in the peninsula at different industries. One idea that I was thinking, I mean, obviously we all know that Seattle is growing, right? It's just growing so rapidly. But what about us in the peninsula? Why can't we be the heartbeat of Seattle? Why can't we be providing the services, goods and services that they need? Like the companies that work for Microsoft or Amazon and things like that. Why can't we reach out to them and provide opportunities for them to come here so they could be here closer logistically, right? It'll benefit them, but it'll benefit us because if Seattle grows, we grow. Eddie, one of my good friends over there, brother, he owns the High Fidelity Lounge. He's a business owner. So I'm all for shopping local. I'm all for, I believe in investing in our small businesses by providing them opportunities for growth and incentives. And in collaboration with local government, we must find a way in which it is easier for anyone to start and own a business. And so, as we look forward to development and business opportunities in our peninsula, in our district, we must find the balance between gentrification and mitigating the rising housing prices. Yeah, well, I personally won't stand for, I won't stand for the exclusion of the underprivileged or the underrepresented in our area. I'll make sure that through me, they'll have a voice in Olympia. And last but not least, we cannot move forward in our community without respecting and listening to each other. Our founding fathers clearly stated that our Creator gave us certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So as an immigrant, as a minority, as someone who has served in the most diverse institution, the Navy or the military, I believe that everyone's individual rights should be protected and respected always. For me, women's rights, LGBT+, minorities, immigrants, veterans, and your own individual rights are human rights. And I will not rest until there's an equal playing field for all. So my promise to you is this: as an independent candidate, my mission is you, not a party agenda. I'm doing this, and my campaign is going to be for the people, not a party agenda. I don't have to hire consultants or pollsters to see what you're trying to tell me or see what you're going to vote for. No, there's no need for that, because this is going to be truly a grassroots, getting to know you, have a beer with me when you want, knocking on doors type of approach and type of campaign. Because this is why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for the people, and I just want to represent you and our voice. I want to make sure that it's represented in Olympia, especially right now. Like I said earlier, with the whole divisive climate that's going around us. I mean, it's gotten so bad that we can't even talk to each other. Because if you feel that someone has a different political view, then you want to shut them out completely already. Like, what, So we're losing that humanity and community, and that sense of community. So if you allow me and you vote for me, that's what I'm going to be fighting for. Our community, our veteran initiatives, healthcare for the ones that truly need it. I'm going to protect your individual rights. And I, together with you, we're gonna embrace what we have in our hands right now and just this economic growth opportunities that we have in our peninsula, and that's what I offer you. And what I need from you is very simple. Just get out the message. That's the simplest thing. Just get out the message, talk to your neighbor, your family for me. We're on Facebook, we're on social media, we're just getting started. There's gonna be a lot more town halls and meet and greets coming up all across the peninsula. I'll be there, answer all your questions. But if you see me around on the street or wherever, I'm approachable. Let's talk, let's debate, but let's respect each other. But thank you.